What is life? Imagine this. A man spends his entire life chasing success. He graduates from a good university, builds a successful career, buys a beautiful house, drives the car he once dreamed of owning. People look at him and say, "You've made it." Then, one quiet evening, he sits alone in his living room. The television is on, but he isn't watching. His phone is full of messages, but he doesn't reply. Outside, the world keeps moving. Inside, a single question refuses to leave his mind. Is this all there is? It's a question that doesn't care how much money you have, or where you were born, or what religion you follow. Sooner or later, every human being meets this question. Some hear it after losing someone they love. Some hear it while staring at the stars. Some hear it after achieving everything they ever wanted, only to realize they still feel empty. And maybe that's because the greatest mystery in the universe isn't hidden somewhere in a distant galaxy. It's the life you're living right now. Born into a story we never chose. Think about the day you were born. You didn't choose your name, you didn't choose your parents, you didn't choose your country, you didn't choose the language you speak or the century you would live in. Before you could ask a single question, life had already written the first chapter of your story. Then, almost immediately, the world began telling you who you should become. Study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, earn more money, buy a house, start a family, grow old, repeat. There's nothing wrong with these things, but have you ever noticed that nobody ever stops to ask the question behind all the others? Not what do you want to do, but why do you want to do it? Because if you don't choose your own direction, the world will choose one for you. And one day, you may wake up living a life that never truly felt like yours. The only creature that questions its existence. Look around at nature. A bird doesn't wonder whether it's living the right life. A tiger doesn't question its purpose. The ocean doesn't ask where it's going. The stars don't worry about tomorrow. Yet humans do, constantly. We're the only known species that can imagine the future, regret the past, and question the meaning of our own existence. Why? Some believe it's a gift. Others think it's a burden. Because the same mind that allows us to create art, discover galaxies, and build civilizations also keeps us awake at night asking, why am I here? Maybe intelligence isn't measured by how many answers we have. Maybe it's measured by the courage to ask questions that have no easy answers. The mystery that connects us all. Thousands of years ago, philosophers searched for the meaning of life. Today, scientists search the universe for signs of other civilizations. Different questions, the same curiosity. We're all searching for something. Some search for happiness. Some search for success. Some search for God. Some search for love. Some search for themselves. But beneath every dream, every ambition, every fear, lies one silent hope. That our existence matters. That our story means something. And perhaps that's why you've stayed until this moment. Because somewhere inside you, there's a part that still wonders, what is life really? The truth is, there may never be a single answer that satisfies everyone, but the journey toward that answer has changed the lives of philosophers, scientists, artists, explorers, and ordinary people for thousands of years. And before we can understand what life is, we first need to understand why we spend our entire lives searching for its meaning. Because sometimes the search itself is the answer. The one thing every human shares. If there is one thing every person on Earth has in common, it isn't money, it isn't language, it isn't culture, it's pain. Some people hide it behind a smile. Some bury it in work. Some drown it in distractions. But no one escapes it. Sooner or later, life knocks on every door. A loved one leaves. A dream falls apart. A friendship ends. A diagnosis changes everything. And suddenly, the question changes. It is no longer, what is life? It becomes, why does life hurt? Could a world without pain exist? Imagine a world where nobody ever failed. Nobody was rejected. Nobody lost anyone. Nobody cried. Nobody struggled. At first, it sounds like paradise. But think a little deeper. Could courage exist without fear? Could forgiveness exist without mistakes? Could love truly matter if you never risked losing it? A movie without conflict is forgotten. A song without silence is just noise. Perhaps life isn't beautiful because suffering exists, but suffering is what gives beauty its value. Pain is a teacher nobody wants. Think back to the hardest moment of your life, not the happiest, the hardest. Maybe you lost someone. Maybe you failed. Maybe your heart was broken. You probably wished it had never happened, but look at who you became afterward. Pain has a strange way of revealing truths comfort never could. It teaches patience. It teaches gratitude. It teaches empathy. And sometimes it introduces you to a version of yourself you never knew existed. Pain doesn't come to destroy you. Sometimes it comes to introduce you to yourself. Time, the currency we never see. Now, consider something even more valuable than happiness: time.
Every morning, life quietly deposits 24 new hours into your account. No more, no less. The richest billionaire and the poorest child receive exactly the same amount. Yet most of us spend time as if we'll always have more. We save money, we protect our phones, we insure our homes, but we waste the one thing that can never be earned back: yesterday. The cost of every minute. Right now, while you're watching this video, time is moving. Not quickly, not slowly, just forward. Every minute you spend is a trade. You're exchanging a piece of your life for whatever you're doing in that moment. That's why attention is the most valuable thing you own, because where your attention goes, your days follow. Your days become your years, and eventually, your years become your life. So perhaps the real question isn't how much time do I have, it's what am I giving my life to? Because every second that passes is quietly becoming the story you'll one day remember. What is life? Maybe we've been asking the wrong question. For thousands of years, humanity has searched for the meaning of life. Religions have offered answers, philosophers have debated them, scientists continue exploring the universe, and still, the question remains. But what if we've been asking the wrong question all along? Instead of asking, what is the meaning of life, perhaps we should ask, what gives my life meaning? Because meaning isn't something waiting to be discovered, like a hidden treasure buried somewhere in the world. Maybe it's something created. One decision, one relationship, one act of kindness, one moment at a time. Imagine reading every travel guide ever written without leaving your room. You could memorize every mountain, every ocean, every city, every language. You would know countless facts, but you've never felt cold rain on your face, never stood beneath a sky full of stars, never watched the sunrise after an unforgettable night. Knowledge can explain life, but only experience allows you to live it. Perhaps we weren't placed here simply to collect achievements. Perhaps we're here to experience, to love deeply, to fail bravely, to forgive completely, to laugh until our stomach hurts, to cry until our hearts heal, to be changed by the people we meet and the moments we never planned. Success may impress the world, but experience transforms the soul. The most beautiful thing about time. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about your happiest memory. Maybe it was a birthday, a family dinner, a road trip, a conversation that lasted until sunrise. When it happened, you probably didn't realize it would become one of your favorite memories. That's how life works. The ordinary days you barely notice today become the extraordinary memories you miss tomorrow. One day, your childhood will exist only in photographs. Your parents' voices will live only in your memories. The friends you see every day will slowly become people you once knew, not because life is cruel, but because life never stops moving. And maybe that's exactly what makes every moment priceless.
The final revelation. Imagine your life as a book. Every choice is a sentence. Every day is a page. Every year is another chapter. You don't control how the story begins. You don't control when it ends. But between those two moments, there are thousands of blank pages. Pages waiting for your courage, your kindness, your mistakes, your forgiveness, your curiosity, your love. Perhaps the purpose of life isn't to write a perfect story. It's to write one that is truly yours. Because at the end of life, people won't remember every achievement. They'll remember how you made them feel, the lives you touched, the smiles you created, the love you gave when you had every reason not to. Ending. So, what is life? Maybe life isn't a question that demands a single answer. Maybe it's a canvas waiting for your colors, a song waiting for your notes, a journey without a map, a story that no one else can write. One day, someone will say your name for the very last time. You won't know when, none of us will. And strangely, that's what makes today so valuable. Not because it's extraordinary, but because it will never come again. So before you sleep tonight, don't ask yourself, did I have a perfect day? Ask something far more important. Did I truly live today? Did you notice the people around you? Did you say the words you were afraid to say? Did you learn something? Did you forgive someone? Did you appreciate the ordinary moment that tomorrow might become your favorite memory? Because in the end, life may not be measured by the number of years we lived, but by the number of moments that truly made us feel alive. Perhaps the meaning of life isn't something waiting at the end of the road. Perhaps it's created every single step you take. So don't wait for life to begin. Look around, listen carefully, take a deep breath, because it already has.